Evolution Wednesday mains are coming up here. We're starting out with our C main event. So we are, I believe we're recording. Yes, we are. All right, Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Keep it clean. Let's get it on at the sound of the tone. Keep it clean, keep it clean, keep it clean. Oh, somebody gets it wrong. I believe that was Bayette getting it wrong in that center section. He's hung up in the pipe. He's going to fall all the way down to the bottom. We got a couple other guys getting down in the weeds. Let's see here. Paul Weir holding on that hole shot. Up onto the straightaway he goes. Gapping out just a little bit from 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to have a battle out for that 2 spot. Diego doesn't want a battle to happen. He just wants to hook his wagon to Paul Weir's star and check out and finish this off. We got 5 minutes. Remember, we got 5 minutes of mains going on here. We're taking the top 2 from our C main. Paul Weir throwing sparks for the fans. Through that bull turn he goes, still in that 1 spot. Diego in that 2 spot. Chenard and Drebby battling out for that 3 spot. Diego puts it out of bounds. Marshals himself because he was in a bad spot. Doesn't drop position, but Paul goes upside down. Gets Marshall out. He's still out front. And then 2, 3, and 4 get all boogered up going through that chicane. So Paul Weir, even though he put it upside down, he's still got a decent lead going through that bull turn early on in the race. Chenard gets it wrong, puts it in the pipes, marshals himself out. Drebby moves into that 2 spot. So Paul Weir and Drebby working their way through that rumble strip into that chicane. Then we got Diego and John Henry battling it out for that 3 spot. They both got their eyes on that 2 spot of Alan Drebby. Paul Weir doing the best he can to check out. Every time he starts to check out, he muffs it up. Puts it upside down. He's going to drop to that 4 spot now. Drebby moves into the 1. Diego into the 2. Diego like an early birthday gift here. He wants to punch his ticket into that B main. He moves his way into the front after a couple of bobbles from Drebby. John Henry moves into that 2 spot. So right now we got Diego, Henry, Drebby, Paul Weir all working their way through that table stop section. Drebby puts it upside down. That allows Paul to go around, move into that 3 spot. Watching this intersection, it is clear. Watch the bull turn, go inside, go inside, go inside. It is still 1, 2, 3. Diego puts it upside down. It's going to move John Henry. Oh, I thought John Henry was going to get the 1, but he got tangled up with the Marshall. He's going to have to settle for that 2 spot. That was an opportunity for him to move that 1 spot. He doesn't need it. He just needs the top 2. Through the center section they go, 1, 2, 3, 4, all through that bull turn. Diego able to gap out just a tad there. We are 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Diego works his way through the chicane. Henry through the chicane. Then we got Paul Weir and Drebby coming up, doing their best. Paul Weir puts it wrong, backwards, drops down to that 4 spot. And Mr. Volt, you're going to have your leader working up with you. You see a couple cars coming in hot. Those are your leaders, 1 and 2. Thank you very much, sir. Game on, game on. I appreciate that. So 1 and 2 able to break away a little bit now after a couple bobbles from Drebby and Paul Weir. With 2 minutes left, 2 minutes left. Still anything can happen. 1 and 2 are coming up by that start-finish line. Someone puts it wrong in no man's land. That was Paul Weir. And then someone else, that was Volk putting it upside down. Things go from bad to worse for Paul Weir as he is dropping. And then we got our leaders working their way in that center section. That is your leader, Lee. And not sure where number 2 is. There is John Henry working his way through that bull turn. So John Henry's going to be contending with Lee and Chenard. Chenard is the meat in the 1-2 sandwich. So Diego works his way through that center section. Henry works his way through that center section. Puts it upside down but lands on his wheels. There's no one quite close enough to capitalize, though, on that mistake from John Henry. Drebby's in that 3 spot, but Drebby is just coming off the straightaway now. In fact, Paul Weir got around Drebby there. 53 seconds left, 53 seconds to go. Diego with a little bit of bobble lands on his wheel. Henry puts it upside down, has to get marshaled out. Still no one close enough, though. 3 and 4. Getting it wrong, going down that straightaway. So 3 and 4 having a little bit of trouble battling out with each other. One and 2 have all but secured their victory, barring a disaster. They just got to run clean laps here in the last 20 seconds. 12-second lead John Henry has over that third place car of Paul Weir. Looks like Drebby throwing in the towel there. Oh, Diego and Henry ready to punch their tickets. That is time on the clock. Brandon Volk, you are done. John Henry, you are done in that 2 spot. You'll be coming up in race number 4. Everyone else going to be done when you come by that start finish line. There goes Paul Weir. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. In that 3 spot, waiting on Drebby, Chenard, and Knobloch. And that is a race. All stop. Taking the win.
The race is
Diego Bencourt in that 2, John Henry in the 3, Paul Weir. Diego and John Henry, you will be bumping up into that B main coming up here in race number 4. Race number 2, R25 B main is coming at you next. We need all those drivers from race number 1 out on the track, please. All those drivers from race number 1, we need you out on the track. All right, looks like we're going to have a short field here. All right, boys and girls, go ahead and roll them out, check them in. In that 7, Alyssa Helmrich. In the 6, Mike Kaller. In the 5, Chris Van Wagner. In the 4, Mitch Brubaker. In the 3, Darren Sadowski. In the 2, Anton Morissette. And our BQ is Joe Brooks.
Mike Kaller.
So we got 3 people scratching out of this heat, but I want you guys in your respective brackets how I called you out. So leave those empty spots empty, please. All right, grid them up. No one else down that straightaway.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Grid them up. Anton, you're in that 2 spot. Alyssa, you're in that 7. Chris Van Wagner, you're in the 5. And Mike Kaller, you're in the 6.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Kaller, is that where you want to start? Yeah, you're an 8, my friend. Move up. Just go around Alyssa. Move into that empty spot. Never mind. Paul Weir will take care of you.
Less than 5.
All right, Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Keep it clean. We're going racing at the sound of the tone. 21.5 B main underway. 21.5 falling short on the entries today. Not sure what happened that. That's usually one of our top classes. Fell off here. Maybe we got some 21.5 guys making a New Year's resolution to bump up to 17.5. I don't know. Kaller puts a little wide. Anton goes on the inside, moves in that 2 spot. And then Kaller answers back, goes on the inside in that bull turn, reclaims that 2 spot. Oh, scratch that. Anton in the 1. That was Van Wagner and Kaller going at it. Anton up front, working his way through that chicane. He's got Kaller hot on his heels as well as Van Wagner. Down the straightaway they go. 1, 2, and 3. Make sure we keep everything clean on our passes. Patience is key. Anton holding on that 1 spot. Kaller in the 2. Van Wagner in the 3. Kaller goes huge over that tabletop. Claims that 1 spot. Bobbles a little bit through that chicane, but not enough for Anton to reclaim. 1 and 2 come down that straightaway. Van Wagner falling off just a tad there, spinning around, trying to get on that straightaway. Kaller finds his way into that front spot. Anton not letting him get away from him, though, as they come by that start-finish line. So Mike and Anton ripping down that straightaway, and they're 21.5 rigs. Both of them running that Associated B6. Anton with a little bit of bobble, lands on his feet, though. Doesn't lose too much time over that kicker. Gap was 0.4. It's going to be 2.3 now. Van Wagner keeps gaining ground and then made a little mistake and lost everything he gained. Kaller puts it upside down. Anton wasn't close enough to get around, though. These two are going to play it smart, though. They are seasoned veterans here at Hobby Action. They know what it takes. As long as they're in their top 2 spots, they are going to bump into that main event coming up later on in the evening. So those two are going to drop it down a gear and just get through laps here, while Van Wagner is going to put on the afterburner to see if he can catch these guys, make a showing of it. So we got Calder the 1, Anton in the 2, Van Wagner, Helmick rounds out the field. Halfway down, 2:30 to go. Mike Calder stretching out just a little bit there. Anton's just trying to keep his pace. Race number 3, our novice A-Main is coming at you next.
Two minutes left.
Calder with a little bit of a bobble, but Marshalls himself still holding a pretty hefty lead. He's got about 2 lengths of the track over the number 2 guy of Anton. Anton just putting clean laps down in his all-yellow white wheel associated B6-3. By the start-finish line, he goes sitting pretty in that 2 spot, then puts it upside down on that rumble strip, and here comes Chris Van Wagner. So Van Wagner and Anton now working their way through that chicane. So Anton cashing in quite a bit of his lead there on that bobble. So it's going to be a race 1:15 left for that second and final transfer spot. Anton can breathe a little bit of a sigh because Van Wagner put it upside down, had to get marshaled. So he's able to reclaim some of that cushion that he had. Oh, and then Van Wagner puts it upside down again. So just as it got interesting, it went away. Watching that center section, watching the bull turn. That is clear. 45 seconds left, 45 seconds left. Novice A-Main drivers, you guys are coming up next. I want to start powering them on and getting them down on the track here once I call the race is done. $30 seconds left. 30 seconds left, so barring a disaster, Mike Calder and Anton are both going to punch their ticket into that A-Main. Calder's going to get around for one more. Let's see if Anton can do it. He's got plenty of time. He probably will. So as he crosses that finish line, that is going to secure his victory into that A-Main event. So whether he finishes this lap or not, he is punching his ticket. That is a race all stop, all stop. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone keep going until I go by that start finish line. Calder, you are the winner. Congratulations. We still need you out on the track to marshal. And here comes Anton Morissette taking that second spot. That is a race. That is a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. We're going to need all you drivers and a handful of volunteers out for our novice A-Main event. Race 8. Stadium truck is 6.
The race is completed.
Hey, Caleb, can you come swap out that battery for me, please? All right, we had to do a couple of tack exchanges on our batteries there, but we got the track blown up. All right, novice drivers, go ahead and roll them out, roll them out. Take it easy on your warm-up laps. We don't want anyone to break out. We want everyone to make this main here. We got a 5-car novice main. Okay. All right, straightaway is going to be closed. Straightaway is going to be closed. Remember, we're going to be lining up on the straightaway. So come back around and slow it down. Coming onto that straightaway. In that 8 spot, Sean Rogers in the 7. Brian Schott in the 6. Keaton Dobbins in the 5. Squidward in the 4. Nate Henry in the 3. Samara Van Wagner in the 2. Lila Van Wagner, and our pole sitter for tonight is Keith Zobel. So everyone grid them up in your respective slots there on that straightaway. No one down that back straightaway. No one down that back straightaway.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Grid them up in your order. If you're confused on what order you're in, go ahead and look to your
Samara
left.
Van Wagner.
Find your number and then put yourself in that bracket on the track.
Lila Van Wagner. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Thirty seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Samara's going to figure it out here. All right, so on the tone, the race will begin. It is 5 minutes.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's keep it under control for the first couple of turns here.
Less than 5.
All right, you're good there, Samara. Well done, well done. All right, Marshall's ready. Marshall's on your toes. You're going to have your work cut out for you here. Novice A main. Let's get it on at the sound of the tone. Yeah, a little rear end collision there in the back. Oh, no. Volt getting it wrong. Lila going out of bounds. Samara going out of bounds. So we got the red car going by that start-finish line. He is out in the lead. Then we got the black car in that 2 spot. Black car with the yellow wheels. So here we go. Red car with the black wheels in that 1 spot. And then we got the Traxxas in the blue, white, and black in that 2 spot. And then we got the black car in the 2 spot. Sorry, I'm not knowing what your names are. Someone got it upside down there. Watching that center section. So I'm keeping track of 1, 2, and 3 right now. Right now, it is the red truck. Putting it upside down, but marshals himself out, so stays out front. He had a little bit of time to give, so we got the red truck going by in that 1 spot. Then we got the black truck and the yellow wheels. And I know this guy in that 3 spot, that's Squidward, I believe. Nod your head if you are a Squidward. I believe that is Squidward in the glasses up there. 1, 2, and 3 coming down that straightaway. They're going to be coming up on the other cars here. If you see a orange and black wheel, or a red and black wheel coming up on you, that is your leader. Please give way. And then we got the black truck with the yellow wheels. That is Zobel. All right, so I know one of your names. So red truck's in the 1, Zobel in the 2. Gained some grounds after a couple of slight mishaps there at the beginning. See if he can make a race out of it. Oh, no. Red car puts it onto the weeds a little bit, but hangs on to that 1 spot, and Zobel's coming up on him. Through that rumble strip she goes. Into the chicane, up onto the straightaway. So these two holding their own. It is red car, Zobel. Somebody. Samara in the mix, Lila in the mix. Looks like Zobel got around him. So Zobel claims, he gave it back up there through that chicane area. So Zobel, who was out in the front, is having a battle with the red truck from Parts Unknown. And they both put it out in the weeds with 2:45 down, 2:14 to go. We got a race for 1 and 2.
2 minutes left.
Not my problem.
Zobel out front. Red truck and the black wheels in the 2, and Zobel puts it upside down. Gets a little bit of a how's your father from the red truck as they work their way through the chicane up onto the straightaway. So they're making a race out of this. These two novice guys. And they're getting they got a little taste of Samara. Samara says, how you like that bumper? Zobel gets out in front and away from the retro. Watch out, Mike. I thought Mike was going to jump right there. Oh, things go from bad to worse there for the red truck. So he was out there in the lead for quite a while, and he's dropped down to that 2 spot as he gets hung up with a lap vehicle with 1 minute left in this main. There goes Zobel by that start-finish line. 2 go working his way through that bull turn.
1 minute left.
Race number 4, 17.5, B main event. You're coming up next. Race number 4, 17.5, B main event coming up next. Zobel leading out. Watch in center section. Watch coming down front straightaway. Watch coming down front straightaway. It is. Watch down front straightaway. It is clear with 40 seconds left to go. 40 seconds left to go. Race number 4, your 17.5, B main event. Top 2 going in that A main event. It is Zobel on top.
Transponder 719824.
Somebody, and somebody. 25 seconds left to go on the master clock. 25 to go on the master clock. Keep on rolling until we call you done. I'll need these all marshals out on the track and a couple volunteers to help me out. Thank you, Anton, with less than 15. Race number 4, your 17.5 B main event. B is in boy. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Time will be expired. Now you'll be done when you cross our finish line. Orange and black, you are done. Ooh, saw on the front off. That was Lalia. Wah, 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 wah. Waiting on one, waiting on one, waiting on one. Good thing Van Wagner gets an employee discount. Waiting on one, waiting on the all green, waiting on the all green. When I call you done, please finish out. And that is a race. No more laps, no more laps. Marshals are going to grab those blowers. Marshals grab those blowers. Start blowing off the areas. And race number 3 drivers, I need you all out around the track to marshal, please. And a couple volunteers to help me out for your 17.5 B main event. Whoops. All right, this is race number 4, my 17.5 B main event. We can go get those blowers down. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Race number 4, you can roll them out, check them in. Qualifying in the 10 spot, JH3. In the 9, Diego Bettencourt. In the 8, Dan Collinsworth. In the 7, Zach McConnell. In the 6, Chris Lemaire. In the 5, Rich Williams. In the 4, Brian Day. In the 3, Randy Locken. In the 2, Jimmy Leff. And on the pole will be Aaron Brown. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots.
Aaron Brown. Diego Bettencourt.
Where are you going, Zach? That's not the straightaway. And with that, back straightaway is closed. Back straightaway is closed. We got our marshals to our spots, please. Marshals to our spots. I got later there. Mr. Wortman, you got the center section for me? Thank you very much. Gentleman in the baseball cap. I can get you at the top of the hill right there. Top of the hill. Either one of you, one on the center and one at the top of the hill.
5 seconds to the start of the race.
Beautiful. Mr. Van Wagner, you got coming on the front straightaway? You got coming on the front straightaway? Thank you very much. Hugs and kisses. Kisses and hugs. Let's see. Gentleman in the hat, actually, that I'm pointing at, why don't you come right back over here? Riley, you got the top of the hill for me? Thank you very much. I got Matt there. I got a clear check. Gentleman over here, need you standing up. Up, up, up. Only guy gets to sit is the gentleman with the ZZ Top beard. All right. With that being said, yeah, let's not do a restart, shall we? Drivers ready. Marshals ready. Top 2 going to that A main event. Keep it clean. At the sound of the tone. Locked and loaded. Brown going to lead us out. Jimmy Leff in the 2. Locking in the 3. Day. Williams watching center, watching center, watching center, watching center. It is clear. That was, rough bit of luck for Collinsworth. He's broken. Go and pull that car off. Collinsworth snapping the back tire. That's going to send him out. Sorry about that, Dan. Rough bit of luck. So back up front, it's going to be downtown Aaron Brown. A little bit of rough luck in qualifying. Locking in the 2, Leffler in the 3, Williams, Day. Looks like McConnell, Bettenker, and Henry. Race number 5. Short course A-main event. You'll be up next. Top 2 going to be going to that A-main event right now. Aaron Brown going to be leading us out. Locking in the 2. B-Day in the 3. Looks like Williams, Leffler, McConnell with 1 minute and 4 to go. Watching center section. Watch center section. That was Leffler and Bettenker getting into it. Remember, drivers faster car working with you, even though it is main events. Keep it clean. Make your passes clean. Watch back straightaway. Inside, inside. Williams getting it wrong. Coming down that back straightaway. Watching center. Watching center, watching center. Williams putting it upside down. That's going to move. Everybody getting into one another. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Leading out is going to be Aaron Brown. Brian Day in the 2, locking in the 3. There's Day by the start finish line, locking by the start finish line. Meanwhile, Aaron Brown hooked up and honking. Down that back straightaway he goes. Entering in that center triple section. Day working his way off the end of the center. Locking in the 2, watching the bull, watching the bull. JH3, you got second and third coming up on you next. You know what to do. Thank you very much. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. It is Brian Day in that all-coveted transfer spot. Randy locking in the 3. Watch coming from straightaway. Van Wagner right there to get Day. Puts it upside down. So with 2 minutes to go, Van Wagner like grease lightning. Not really. But it looked good on paper nonetheless. Watching from the driver's stand, it is clear. 2:20 in, 2:40 to go. Watch out front, guys. Watch out front. Leffler just waiting for his stadium truck run to come around. No words. Yeah, just relish in the fact that you monogrammed the window for 2021. 2:40 in, 2:20 to go. Aaron Brown leading out. Locking in the 2, locking, getting it wrong in the center. There it goes, Day to the inside. First, second, and third coming by the start finish line right now. Lockin's got it. Day wants it. Day looking high, looking low. Ain't got nowhere to go through the rumble section. They're going to go Day to the inside. I don't know how he saw that one. He must have had his eyes open on that one. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. Off the end of straightaway. Double, triple out of your second and third cars. Meanwhile, Aaron Brown coming down that back straightaway. Nicely done, guys. Way to work together. In that 4 spot, it's going to be McConnell, Williams, Bettenker, Henry, Leffler. Going to round out my top 8. Back up front, off the end of straightaway. All eyes on second and third. Brian Day leading it into 2. He puts it upside down in the center. Wortman right there like a gazelle to get him. That's going to give Locken about a 1.2 gap on B-Day with 3:30 and 1:30 to go. Locking off the end of the straightaway. Day off the end of the straightaway. There is Brown by the start finish line. Brown and Locken trying to find their way into that A-main event. Watch off the end of the straightaway. Watch off the end of the straightaway. It is clear.
1 minute.
Nolan Whitley, are you still in the building? Did he leave? He's outside. Watching the center section, watching the center section. It is clear. With 4:15 in, 45 seconds to go. Locking on the 2. Day now starting to close the gap on Locken with under 20. Marshall by start finish line. Marshall by start finish line. It is clear with 35 seconds to go. It is going to be Aaron Brown on top. Locking in the 2. Day giving it all she's got. Captain through the parasol turn coming down that back straightaway. Locken shaking like a crack addict, going through detox. Off in the straightaway they go. It is going to be Locken in the 2. Day in the 3 with 20 seconds to go. Brown leading out. They'll get by for one more. This should be their final lap as they're going up the hill. Down the hill they go, working their way by the start finish line with less than 5. Locken and Day going at it. Locken gets it inside. Day looking to the inside. Come by start finish line. Tie out smart. Day to the outside. It's going to be Locking, and Day getting it off the end. Oh, Day gave it all he had, guys. Williams in the 4, McConnell in the 5, Marshall by start finish line. Brown, you are done. Henry, and waiting on one, waiting on one, waiting on one. And Henry, you are done. That is a race. All stop, all stop. Marshall's going to grab those blowers. Race number 5, short course, coming at you next. Aaron Brown and Locken, you're going into that A main event. Race number 5 coming at you next. Marshals to the track, please. Marshals to the track. Go get our blowers down, blowers down, blowers down. Marshall's race number 4 out on the track. Marshall's race 4 out on the track. Race number 5, roll them out. Check him in. Qualifying in the 6th spot. Andrew Joyner in the 5. Diego Betancourt in the 4. Mike Knobloch in the 3. Brett Kaiser in the 2. Thomas Urban on the pole will be Vinny Pedersole. Need all my marshals out on the track, please. Shouldn't be looking for any volunteers. I should see Locken, Brown,
Thomas Herb, Michael Knobloch,
no, I didn't know if you were
Andrew Joyner, Vinny Pedersole,
Okay, cool.
Crass Monkey.
Marshal, your spots, please. No more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Rich Williams, I need you on the triple, please. Rich Williams on the triple.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Thank you very much.
$45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, all right. We got one in there. All right. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. 13.5 short course coming at you at the
30
sound of the
seconds to start the race.
tone. Clean start. Expected nothing less. Vinny out front, Herb giving chase in that too. Kaiser in the hunt, Diego in the hunt. Then we got Knobloch and Joyner rounding out the field. They 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 coming down that straightaway. Vinny trying to do a little breakaway dance there. Oh, Herb got into it there. Herb falls back a couple spots. That allows Diego to move in that 2 spot. Kaiser in the 3. Herb drops to the 4. Herb with a quick move through that rumble section gets around Kaiser. So he gains back a couple of spots in that last lap, and then Diego spins a wide. That allows Herb to reclaim his 2 spot. Meanwhile, Vinny trying to check out. Up onto the straightaway he goes. And it is a battle for that 2 spot. That's 2, 3, and 4 come down that straightaway. 5 and 6 have their own battle. That's Knobloch and Joyner coming down that straightaway. Watching that bull turn, watching that bull turn. That was Diego giving way. That allows Herb and Brett Kaiser to pull away a little bit and have a little battle of their own. Meanwhile, Vinny coming across that start-finish line. Gap was 4.9. We'll see where it's at when Herb comes around. .6 now. So with those early bobbles, Vinny's able to capitalize and check out. He's coming up on Joyner here. Joyner knows what to do. Thank you very much. Vinny goes by that start-finish line. Looks like Herb's broken away from the battle that Kaiser was putting up. So Kaiser's in that 3 spot. Diego's trying to get things back together and put himself back in the hunt. 2 down, 3 to go. Stadium Truck 8 coming up next. We got a battle for 3 going on. Looks like Diego goes huge over that center triple. Gets around Kaiser, so Diego's in that 3 spot. Kaiser falls to the 4. Kaiser doing everything he can to let Diego get away from him. Through the chicane they go. That's the closest stretch. That is not the closest battle. Knobloch and Joyner going at it by that start-finish line. And then Diego pushes it wide off that straightaway. He's having a little trouble off that straightaway, and that allows Kaiser to move back into that 3 spot. You're going to have your leader working up behind you. Vinny, those two are battling out for that 2 spot. Do what you will with that. Thank you to our volunteer marshals tonight, and thank you for Richard Lake and Mike Blythe for helping me out. While I run my classes, we're going to have Stadium Truck A main coming up, so we need Blythe up here on the mic. Joyner Knobloch still going at it for that 5-6 spot. Kaiser now has the better end of the deal in that 3 spot.
1 minute left.
Herb is checked down that 2 spot. Vinny had a rollover, but he had plenty of time to cash in over his lead over Herb. So Herb looking solid in that 2. Vinny checked out in that 1 spot, 44 seconds. Herb crushes the number 3 of Brett Kaiser going to that triple section. Brett Kaiser's now checked down that 3 spot. The 4-5 or the 5-6 dance between Joyner and Knobloch is still going on with less than 5. Oh, then he puts it upside down. Has to get marshaled out in the closing second. Herb's catching up. Now he makes it by for that win. Vinny takes the win. Kaiser in the 3, Thomas in the 2. Everyone else can be done when you cross that start finish line.
This is not on. That is a race. Vinny takes home the win. Nice job, Vinny. Thomas in the 2, Brett in the 3, Andrew, Michael, Diego. That is your finishing order.
The race is completed.
For our short course trucks tonight. Next up is our stadium truck, class 13.5 2-wheel drive stadium truck. 8 trucks in this field. Jimmy Leffler was our TQ for this class tonight. Gonna need all those drivers back out here to marshal. All those short course trucks out here to marshal. Plus maybe another one. All right, guys, roll them on, check them in, roll them on, check them in. Do not hit my marshals. Heading out to their spots here. Get everybody checked in here. Whoa. Mike Gallagher going nose first into the triple there. Come on, short course truck guys. Make sure you're out here to marshal.
1 minute to the start of the race. Mike Caller.
Caution at the end of the straightaway. It is clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
45 seconds to the
Joe
start
Brooks
of the race.
and Mitch Brubaker. Did Mitch go home? I know Joe did. All right, back straight is closed then. Back straight is closed. In the 8, we have Richard Lake. In the 6, Mike Knobloch. In the 5, Tucker McCumber. In the 4, Mike Caller. In the 2, Blake Palmer. And in our TQ pole setter tonight is Jimmy Leffler. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like we are good on marshals.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Mike Caller, you are in the 4. All right. We are set, guys. All right, marshals, watch your areas and not the race drivers. Keep it clean through the first couple corners. Have some fun out here. We're going live in less than 5. Jimmy Leffler leading us out. Blake right behind him. Somebody's sounding a little bit odd out there already. Couple mistakes going into the bowl. But we are good to go. Jimmy Leffler onto the straightaway. It is clear. Blake right behind him. Then we got Tucker and Richard. 1, 2, 3, 4 going into the bowl. Tucker getting it wrong. Richard getting by. He's now moved up to the 3. Got his eyes set on Blake Palmer, who is currently in the 2. Jimmy Leffler trying to hold off Blake as they go onto the straightaway. Jimmy Leffler with the flames. Checkerboard. Yellow wheels into the bowl right now. Blake with the all maroon with yellow wheels. And then we have Richard with the all yellow and yellow wheels. 1, 2, and 3 over the tabletop, up the hill and down it. That is your battle for the top 3 onto the straightaway. Jimmy Leffler leading us out. Blake in the 2, Richard in the 3 as they go into the middle. Blake gets it a little bit wrong. Richard gets by into the 2. Blake takes him out into the rear. I couldn't see behind the hill, but play nice, fellas. If you take somebody out by taking out their rear, please give them their spot back. Jimmy down the straightaway, leading us out. Blake in the 2, Richard in the 3 as they go. Oh, our leader gets it wrong. Collects the 2. Now Blake to the 1, Richard in the 2. Jimmy down to the 3 after one mistake in the triple. Then we have Tucker, Mike Knobloch. Tucker's gear mesh sounds terrible, or maybe it's his body, something like that. Tucker in the 4. Mike Knobloch in the 5. Mike Caller in the 6 as 1, 2, and 3 come to the start finish line. That's Blake Palmer, Richard Lake, and Jimmy Leffler as they go over the table, up the hill and down it onto the straightaway. Blake Palmer trying to pull away from Richard as they go down the straightaway. 2 minutes in, 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes in, 3 minutes to go. Blake Palmer into the bowl, leading us out. Richard Lake right behind him. Jimmy Leffler right behind him as they go to the start finish line, separated by 0.5 seconds. Jimmy Leffler another 1.2 back of that as they all go onto the straightaway, catching up to Mike Caller. Richard tries to go inside. They touch tires, but they get back going. No spots lost here for Blake as he comes to the start finish line. Something happened to Richard in the bowl as now Jimmy Leffler collects a pipe. That gives Blake some breathing room. 2nd and 3rd battling down the hill. That's Jimmy Leffler and Richard Lake down the straightaway. Blake Palmer into the triple. He flips it over. That puts Jimmy Leffler back into the lead. Richard into the 2. Blake down to the 3. Nobody wants to lead this race as they come past the start-finish line. Jimmy Leffler has a 0.5-second lead, and then he collects a pipe. Richard collects a pipe. That puts Blake back to the lead again as he comes down the straightaway. Jimmy Leffler in the 2. Richard's got some work to do in the 3 as they go through the middle part of the track. Blake Palmer coming to the start-finish line with 1:45 to go. Jimmy Leffler in the 2. Richard in the 3. Thank you for letting them by, Mike. Appreciate that. In the 4, we got Mike Knobloch trying to reel in all these guys. He's not too far back as we have 1:30 to go. 1:30 to go. Your leader through the middle triple, through the bowl. That's Blake Palmer in the all maroon with yellow wheels past the start finish line. Jimmy Leffler right behind him over the table, trying to reel him in here with 1:20 to go. They go down the hill and onto the straightaway. Blake Palmer into the middle part of the track leads us out. He had a 1.3-second lead. Jimmy gets it wrong. That puts Richard to the 2. Richard gets it wrong. And now Blake is just trying to pull away as he's got 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Blake Palmer, he's got a 4-second lead as he goes into the middle part of the track. Richard Lake down the back straight, trying to reel him in as we are coming up on 50 seconds to go. Your leader over the table, up the hill through the whoops, down the hill and onto the straightaway with his TLR 5.0 truck as he comes into the middle part of the track. Richard had cut the lead by 2 seconds that last lap as we're coming up on 30 seconds to go. Oh, Jimmy Leffler takes himself out of the running with a little mistake in the triple. So Richard just got his eyes set on Blake Palmer as they come down the straightaway. That's all that separates them is just the straightaway. Now they go into the middle triple. Blake gets a little bit wrong. Richard swings it through that bowl section as this is going to be the final lap. It's less than 10. Blake makes a mistake. Richard gets by as they battle down the hill and up onto the straightaway. Once you pass the start-finish line, you will be done as Richard goes into the middle triple, trying to win this race, starting from the back, comes to the start-finish line, slows it down to make it close, and that's a victory for Richard Lake. Blake Palmer in the 2. Mike Knobloch, you're done. Mike Keller, you are done. Waiting on Jimmy Leff in the 3 spot. Here he comes past start-finish line, and that is a race. Richard from the back to the front wins handily by 0.5 seconds. Blake in the 2, Jimmy in the 3, Mike in the 4, and Mike Keller in the 5.
The race is completed. Kevin Gatton.
All right, I'm done for 2021. All right, let's get all our marshals out there. Get all of our marshals out there.
Mike Lott.
Setup right? The thing was going like wee.
Get out of here.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right,
Local
no one
football
else down
player.
that straightaway. No one
Kyle
else down the
Davis.
straightaway in the
Kevin
11.
Boyd.
Mike Blythe in the
Vinny
10.
Guzoli.
Kevin Boyd in the 9. Kyle
Ryan
Davis in the 8. Paul Weir in the 7. Ethan Kowalski in the 6. Riley Wortman in the
Cody.
5. Vinny Pennersoli in the
Ozzy.
4. Richard Lake in the 3. Ryan Caller in the 2.
45 seconds to
Kevin
start the
Gatton
race.
in our top qualifier for the night. Local legend in that 1 spot. You guys in the novice race, if one of
seconds
you
to the start
lost a
of the race.
spring, it is up here by the timing and scoring booth. So,
– 15 seconds to the start of the race.
oh yeah, you guys want water? We'll do water after.
Less than 5.
All right, look at this. Look at this, A main. Hey, let's get a marshal up in the chicane and underneath the timing and scoring booth. I guess Richard doesn't think he has to marshal after winning. Thank you, Brian Day. We need one in the chicane and one underneath the timing and scoring booth. We got one on the timing and scoring booth. We need one underneath the driver's stand, and then we'll be covered. All right. Marshal's ready. Driver's ready. Touch gloves. Keep it above the belt. Let's get it on at the sound of the tone. Did that on purpose. Keep it clean. All right. The last two-wheel mod A main of the year is underway. And right now we got a local legend, Gatton Caller, Lake in the mix. Those four drivers breaking away from the rest of the field. Kevin Boyd in that 5 spot. Then we got Riley Wortman, Kyle Davis, Mike Blythe, Big E, Vinny, Paul Weir, rounding out the field. Local legend bobbles just a little bit, lands on his wheels though, doesn't lose his spot. Kevin Gatton with a little bit of bobble in the mix, spins it around, drops the spot. That allows Richard Lake moving to that 2 spot. Gatton in the 3, Caller in the 4, Paul Weir in the last. Oh, watch the bolter, and that was Caller getting it wrong. Kyle Davis, Wortman going after it. Wortman rolls it upside down, and he's got Ethan and Kevin Boyd hot on his trail. Something happened in the chicane. I'm not sure what. Let's pick up our leaders. There they are, 1-2, Local Legend and Lake. 1 and 2, neck and neck through that rumble section. Kevin Gatton looming in the distance. Local Legend hooks up a pipe. That allows Lake to go around. So Pumpkin Spice out front, Local Legend in the 2, Gatton in the 3. As they'll go through that center triple area. In the 4, I believe, is Ryan Caller. I'm not sure what happened to him. Caller fell off quite a bit there. We'll see who's in that 4 when they come by that start-finish line. Kyle Davis moves into that 4 spot. There's Richard Lake in the 1. 1, 2, and 3 now. It was a 4-car dance. It is now a 3-car dance. 1, 2, and 3 by that start-finish line. Lake, Spear. Lake puts it upside down, has to get marshaled out, loses 2 spots. Spear reclaims his title. Gatton into the 2. Lake falls to the 3. Watching that bull turn, watching that bull turn. That's 1, 2, and 3 coming up on you, Ethan. One, 2, and 3 down that straightaway. It is Spear, Gatton, and Lake. Kyle Davis in that 4 spot. Wharton giving them a earful there. They got into each other a little bit, and they gave way in the proper order. Thank you very much. So Kyle Davis taking it on that 4th spot. Wortman giving chase. Watching that center section. That's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 coming up on you, Blythe. Lake worked his way into that 1 spot. Boy, that is 1, 2, and 3 working with you. You got 3 right behind you. Thank you very much. Game on, game on, game on. Lake with a little bit of bubble going on that rumble strip, but keeps his lead. So he's coming off that straightaway, coming up right behind Caller. Caller ran into some trouble. There's Lake, Gatton, and Spear by that start-finish line. So 1, 2, and 3. They're maintaining their 3-car dance. Watching that chicane, we had one upside down. That is your leader going with you. Lake had to go on the inside and falls inside that pipe. I don't know if he lost a spot or not. I don't believe he did, but Lake, Kyle Davis, and Caller, that is 1, 2, and 3 coming up right behind you. Lake gets around somebody. Oh, that was Gatton. Looks like Gatton had the lead for a little bit. Lake puts it wrong at the end of that straightaway. It falls to that 3 spot. So right now it's Gatton in the 1, Spear in the 2, Lake in the 3. They are all neck and neck, 1, 2, and 3. This is a race for the age of the 41 seconds left, 41 seconds left. Spear with a move, gets around Lake, but then Lake gets collected. Now this Spear puts it upside down, so something had to give, and it gave huge for Lake and Spear. That gives Gatton a huge lead now. So after those were all going neck and neck, Gatton is able to gap out quite a bit now as he works his way through that bull turn. Lake in that 2. Spear gets around coming out of that straightaway. He's still in that 3 spot. No one's close enough to challenge these top 3 drivers with 4 seconds left. Spear's going to get around. Time expires on the clock, so when you cross that start-finish line, you were done. Wortman, you were done. Vinny, you were done. Caller, you were done. Here comes Gatton taking that win for 2021. Lake's going to have to settle for that 2 spot, and Spear's going to have to settle for that 3. All right, that is a race. I'll stop.
The race is completed.
Marshals, grab your blowers, blow off the track. We are going to put a little water down and get race number 8 underway here.
Nick Bayet. Leah Anderson. Leigh Anderson. Mike Sara. Anton Morissette. Alexis Helmrich.
All right, all right, all
Andrew
right.
Metacosi.
21-5. Amen. Coming at you.
Andrew Nielsen.
Who's going to take that final trophy? Watching that bull turn, watching that bull turn. All right, in the 10, Anton Morissette. In the 9, Mike Kaller. In the 8, Andrew Nielsen. In the 7, Alexis Helmrich. In the 6, Mike Sora. In the 5, Andrew Metacosi. In the 4, Les Anderson. In the 3, Leah Anderson. In the 2, Brett Kaiser. And your top qualifier for the night, Nick Bayet. All right, go ahead and shut them down. Grid them up on the stand. Let's see here. Check, 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 check. I am super loud here. Check, 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 check. I'm going to get loud here, and it was hurting my ears a little bit earlier. How's that? How's that? Mic check, mic check, mic check. Amazing? All right. I think Richard's turning into a pumpkin. You ready to go sleepy bye? You going to spend the night somewhere tonight? No? All right. All right. Marshals, ready. Marshals on your toes. Marshals on your toes. We got a 10-car dance, so keep it clean on those first couple of turns. Let's get it on at the sound of the tone. Last 21-5, amen, 2021. Oh, Leah hooks a pipe. Anton, just wait right there, Anton. Wait right there, Anton. And go ahead and turn around and go. Oh, we got a gaggle cars going into that chicane. Looks like Bayet bipped it a little bit, and that left Kaiser to go around. So Kaiser moves to the 1. Bayet in that 2. Less than that 3. Metacosi hooks a pipe coming off that straightaway. Loses a couple of spots. Oh, no, Les gets it wrong. Hooks a pipe. Has to get marshaled out. Drops a couple of spots, so he's back down to the 5 spot. Kaiser out front. Bayet in the 2. Then we got Sora found his way into that 3 spot, and we got a huge pile up into that chicane as they all come down the straightaway. Leah gets a little squirrely. He gets into Kaller. Watching that center section, watching that center section. Holy moly. Get out there and get him. Oh, sorry. That wasn't what I thought it was. That was poor Nielsen putting it upside down on his lid. All he can do is wiggle his wheels and hope, but Marshall's had to wait for cars to get by there. Now let's turn our attention to the lead. Looks like Bayet was gaining some ground on Kaiser. Then he rolled it over. That moves Sora into that 2 spot. So the flames on Sora's body paying dividends. He finds his way in the 2 spot through that bull turn. Giving chase to Kaiser. Kaiser goes by that start-finish line. So it is Kaiser, Sora, Bayet. Les Anderson after that mishap found himself back in that 4 spot. Metacosi in the 5. Then we got Helmrich and Leah. Helmrich hooks a pipe. Leah goes around. It's a battle of the pink cars. Kaiser through that rumble strip. Sora through that rumble strip. Bayet through that rumble strip. It's like Sora a little bit of bobble through that chicane there. And Mr. Nielsen, that's your leader coming up on you. Give away, thank you very much. And just keep running your laps. When you see that next car coming up on you, he's number 2. So if you do the same thing when he gets up closer to you. Bayet pushes the wide coming on that straight. Les Anderson looking to take that 3rd spot away. Bayet and Anderson by that start finish line. That is your closest battle right there. Then we got Metacosi and Alexis. Oh, Alexis puts it upside down that rumble strip. We still got Kaiser and Sora battling out for that 1-2 spot, the 3-4 spot. Bayet and Les Anderson coming by that start finish line. Metacosi on his own in that 5 spot. Nothing but air behind him and in front of him to work with. See if he can gain a couple of spots there. Then we got Alexis, Leah, Mike Kaller, Anton, and Andrew Nielsen rounding out the set. 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. 17-5 A-Mains coming up next. Looks like Sora getting some ground on Kaiser. Not sure what held up Kaiser there. Possibly lap track it, I'm not sure. I apologize if it was. Anton, you're going to have 1 and 2 working up on you shortly, so when you see them coming up, you know what to do, sir. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 going out through that rumble strip. Looks like Les took over that 3 spot as they work their way through that chicane. 1 and 2 off the straightaway. Kaiser in the lead. Sora wants it.
One minute left.
Thank you very much, Anton. Game on, game on. Les finds the ways in that 3 spot, and Bayette drops to that 4. Minicozi's able to close the gap there, so he sees position number 3. It's in his sights. So he did some work. You're going to have 3, 4, and 5 coming up on you next, Anton. That's one way to do it. Oh, no, Les gets it wrong. Hooks a pipe. Bayette tries to get him. They both get into each other. That was side-by-side action there. That allows Minicozi kind of sidle up a little bit. Oh, Kaiser gets it wrong. Sora moves into that 1 spot with 25 seconds left. There goes Sora by that start-finish line. They might get away for a couple more. We'll see if Kaiser can get around for another one. Bayette and scratch that. Les is in the 3. Minicozi in the 4. Someone got it upside down on that chicane. Oh, that was Mike Caller. He's a little bit further back. So Sora gets a huge lead. He's going to get around for his white flag lap with time expiring. Sora's going to secure that victory. Brett's going to have to settle for that 2 spot, lead less than that 3. Everyone's going to be done when they come across that line. Here comes Nielsen finishing off his race, and there is your winner, Mike Sora. That is it. That is a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Taking the win, Mike Sora in the 2, Brett Kaiser in the 3, Les Anderson.
The race is completed.
Real nice. $17.5 A-Main is going to be coming at you here in just a few moments. Just a few moments. It's been a while since I called a 17.5 A-Main. Happy to do it. Not really, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's get all of our drivers from race number 8 out on the track, please. All of our drivers from race number 8 out on the track. Kevin Boyd making sure that Chase gets a clean track. Might get out there with a toothbrush. All right, blowers down, and I guess you guys can roll them out, check them in. Don't test
1 minute
me.
to the start of the race.
You guys are trying to test the boundaries with the old race director. Don't kick me while I'm vulnerable. In that 10, Randy Locken in the 9, Aaron Brown in the 8, Ryan
Williams
Regal in the 7,
Ryan
Nolan
Pollard.
Whitley in the 6,
Chase
Blake
White.
Palmer in the 5,
45
Willie
seconds to the
Amos
start of the
Smith
race.
in the 4, Local
Ryan
Legend
Regal.
in the 3,
Local Lost
Thomas
Legend.
Herb
Thomas
in
Herb.
the 2, Ryan
Ryan Locken.
Caller, and your top
Nolan Kelly.
qualifier
Aaron Brown.
for the last 17.5 A-Main, it's Chase Boyd.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's get this, let's get Whitley's last one. I don't know, we'll let this white car go. And Blake, if you want. All right, no one else down the straightaway, no one else down the straightaway, no one else down the straightaway. Grid them up, grid them up, grid them up.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
What do you want? Oh, she did. Oh, yeah, go by, go by. I scared you, I got you here.
Blake Palmer.
Blake's been having transponder troubles all night. After I did the recount, I got second in stadium. He got third. Actually, I can make myself the winner if I want because I'm the race director. All right, 75 A-Main drivers. This is it. This is it. Marshall's on your toes. Who's got that center section? Leah, you taking that center? Let's swap you out with somebody. Hey, Andrew. Okay, Brett's going to swap with you. Hey, Leah, will you come down here and take this spot right here? I have no faith in these 17-5 drivers. They're going to booger it up in that center. I just don't want your pretty face to get hurt. All right, marshals ready, drivers ready. Let's get it on at the sound of the tone. Watching that center section, watching that center section. That was Blake Palmer getting it kicked up in the weeds. Dropping him last place. He got a pretty liberal marshal there. Chase held on to that one spot. Looks like Herb moved in that 2 spot. Local Legend into that 3. Caller in the 4. Caller moves on the inside, takes over that 3 spot from Local Legend, and he's got someone right on his back door. That's Nolan Whitley. Someone boxed it in that chicane area, so we got a gaggle of cars working their way down that straightaway, while 1 and 2 are trying to break away from the rest of the crowd. Chase out front. It's like Aaron giving away a couple of spots there. Might have got into him. So we still got Chase out front working his way through that bull turn. Caller hooks it up. Spear puts it upside down. That allows Whitley to move it in that 3 spot. Chase off that straightaway. Herb off that straightaway. 1 and 2 are fairly close. Then we got Whitley and Spear going at it for that 3-4 spot right now. Whitley's got it. Spear wants it. Herb puts it upside down, lands on his wheels. That allows Chase to break away just a little bit. Spear comes in a little too hot, rolls it over. Doesn't lose a spot, but loses a lot of the ground he had, giving Chase to Whitley there. Whitley's in that 3 spot. So Chase finding another gear out front. Through that rumble section he goes in his TLR, AKA ride, working his way down that straightaway in the blue, yellow wheels. Off the straightaway he goes. The youngster leading out. Herb giving chase through that bull turn he goes. Whitley still in that 3, and then we got Spear and Caller. So Whitley, Spear, and Caller, that is your closest battle right there, and they're all battling out for that 3 spot. Whitley's got it. Spear and Caller want it. Someone puts it upside down, but that's our finish line. That was Regal putting it upside down. We got Chase, Herb, Whitley, Legend, Caller, Brown, Locken, Amo Smith, Regal, and Palmer is your running order. Halfway down, halfway to go. Watch on the straightaway, watch on the straightaway. That is your leader coming up on you, Regal. You got your leader by that straightaway behind Regal and Locken. Those two are battling out for their spots. Each one of you take your turn, letting them go, and game on, game on. And then you're going to have Herb in the all-white in that 2 spot. So Chase, then Herb hooks the pipe, has to get marshaled out. That allows Chase to stretch out just a little bit more. Chase is going to be coming up on Locken. That is your leader working up on you there. Mr. Locken, I know you are battling out for your own position. When the time comes, you know what to do. It's Boyd, Herb, Whitley, Legend, Brown. Brown moves his way up into the number 5 spot. Legend all over the heels of Whitley as they work their way through that center section, through the bull turn over that kicker. Spear heavy on the brakes, goes huge over that tabletop, goes on the inside, can't quite seal the deal. Whitley goes a little wide down the straightaway, lets Spear go around, and Spear trips a wheel and flips it upside down. That's going to allow Aaron Brown, our B-bump, to get around. So Aaron Brown making strides here, moving into that 4 spot. He's going to set his sights on Nolan Whitley. That is number 4 working up behind you. Then Brown pushes it wide. That allows Spear to go around. So Spear setting his sights back up on Whitley. I'm not sure how he caught up so quick after rolling over. Whitley gets a little squirrely through that rumble section, but keeps it rubber side down as they both come onto the straightaway. Whitley goes wide. Spear reclaims that 3 spot, going on the inside through that bull turn. So now it's Spear got that 3 spot. Whitley moves to the 4. Brown in the 5. And then we got Caller, Amo Smith, Regal, Palmer with 30 seconds. Oh no, Chase gets it wrong. Chase gets hooked up, has to get marshaled out. Herb hot on his trail now, so we got Chase and Herb coming over that floater by that start-finish line. And Spear found his way into the mix, as did Aaron Brown. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all in the same area. They're going to get around for one more. Oh, no, Chase puts it upside down, and Herb gets around. So Chase drops several spots after putting it upside down. Chase, Blake, those are your leaders working with you. So Blake in the 1, there's Local Legend in the 2, and then Chase and Aaron Brown. That is time on the clock. Everyone keep going. Everyone keep going. We got Herb, Spear coming down that straightaway. Herb hits the pipe, rolls it upside down. That allows Spear to get into the 1. Chase drops to the 2. Aaron Brown coming from the B main is going to end out in that 3 spot. Herb doing everything he can to stay out in front and get that last spot. And he does that as a race. All stop. That got interesting in that last minute. So taking the win, Local Legend still in the win from the youngster. Chase Boy is going to settle for that 2. Aaron Brown moves his way up into that 3 spot. That is a race. All stop. Sportsman 4-wheel drive. You guys are coming up next. We are going to need all of those drivers down on the track, please. All those drivers down on the track. Huh? What are you drawing there?
List of like what is going on to shoot, you know? And then
One minute to the start of the race.
she knows what's good for me and
All right. Let's roll them out. Check them in. Sportsman A main.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Anton Morset. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Keaton Dobbins. Tyler Deers. Brandon Boak. Sean Rogers. Dan Taylor. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Yeah, see you, Brett. No one else down that straightaway. In the 6, Sean Rogers. In the 5,
Less than
Tyler
5.
Deers. In the 4, Brandon Volk. In the 3, Anton Morset. In the 2, Keaton Dobbins. In the 1, Dan Taylor. Sorry. Trying to get things sorted out here for the last race of the night. This one is not it, though. All right, 13-5 Sportsman. 6-car dance. Let's get it done. Let's get it done clean. Let's go racing at the sound of the tone. All right, we got a clean start. Anton going a little wrong way driver. Resets himself. Yes, this is not expert. All right, as we're finishing up one of our first laps here, we got Tyler Deers out front. Then we got Dan Taylor, Brandon Volk in that 3 spot, Anton in the 4, Keaton Dobbins, and then Sean Rogers rounding out the field. Oh, no, Deers puts it wrong. Has to get out of the weeds on his own. That allows Dan Taylor to close the gap a little bit. Taylor goes huge, gets underneath Deers, but he gives that spot back up. So it's still Deers, Taylor. Dobbins moves into that 3 spot. These Sportsman drivers finding interesting ways to marshal themselves out. No, we got 1 and 2 getting into each other coming down that straight. Clean it up, clean it up. Make sure you guys clean things up the way that you should. 1 and 2, both get it wrong. It looks like Deerzo, or scratch that, Dan gets the better end of it. No, Tyler Deers is out front. Tyler Deers is able to check out a little bit. So Taylor and Morissette are battling out for that 2-3 spot right now. Coming off that straightaway. Anton with the double single. Taylor with the triple. Anton gets it wrong going on that start finish line. So he's got Brandon Volk in the hunt there. So we got Tyler Deers in the 1, Taylor in the 2, Morissette in that 3. Looks like our closest battle is going to be between Anton and Volk as they work their way through that bull turn. Anton in the all yellow wheels. Volk in the black, white wheels. Working their way through that rumble strip. Volk does a little buttering of the pipe as he works his way through that rumble strip. Falls off just a tad. There goes Anton through that bull turn. Deers still out front. Dan in that 2. Deers got himself a pretty hefty lead. He's got 4.6. Oh, and then he puts it upside down as soon as I say his name. And here comes Dan Taylor. So Dan Taylor, our top qualifier, is got his sights set on Tyler Deers, who looks like started 5 on the grid. Found his way up to the number 1 spot. So 1 and 2 jump back onto that straightaway. Down the straightaway they go. Deers trying to pull away. Dan trying not to let him. And then Dan hooks a pipe. Has to use all 4 wheels of traction to get himself over.
2 minutes left.
Looks like Anton's looking solid in that 2 spot, or in that 3 spot, I should say. He's got a 3.3 second gap. With a minute 45 left. Minute 45 left. All right, we got no one challenging for a spot right now. So thank you all for coming out for the last race 2021 here at Hobby Action. Hope you all had a good time. Make sure you guys clean up your tabs if you have not done so, because we have one more race after this, and then you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here after race number 11 is done. Track will be closing after race number 11. There will be no practice. Tyler Deere still out front. Dan Taylor in that 2 spot. Anton sitting good in that 3 spot.
1 minute left.
Huh? No, you can keep them or throw them away, whatever you want to do. All right, there's Deers off the straightaway. There is Taylor off the straightaway. Anton well out in front. He has got a 12-second lead right now over Mr. Volk, and here he comes down that straightaway. We're going to take a run with our number 1 driver as he comes down that straightaway with the yellow wheels, with the blue, yellow, and white paint scheme, working his way through that triple section. Through the burr turn over that kicker double. Sends it over that floater. By that start finish line he goes. Then we got Taylor with 20 seconds left. Taking the option line through that bull turn. As he kicks over that floater. Up onto the rumble strip. Puts it upside down. Where's number 3? No, 3 nowhere close. In the pink and yellow. Dan Taylor down the straightaway he goes. Then we got Anton in the all yellow wheels. Through that rumble strip with time expiring. Mr. Volk, you are done. Caught you in the line. Everyone's going to be done when you cross that start-finish line. All right. That is a race. That is a race. All stop, all stop. Race number, we need all those drivers on the track from race number 10. We need all you drivers on the track for our final race. 2021 13.5 expert / modified. All right, blowers down, blowers down. And drivers from race number 11, you guys go and roll them out, check them in. Let's get all of our marshals out to your positions, please.
1 minute to the start of the race. Brian Cross. Spicy Meat. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Zach McConnell. Ryan Regal. Rich Williams. Slim Shading. Alan Dreeving. Chase Boyd.
All right, no one else down that straightaway, no one else down that straightaway in the 10. Tucker McCumber in the 9, Riley Wortman in the 8, Les Anderson in the 7, Nick Bayette in the 6, Zach McConnell in the 5, Ryan Regal in the 4, Alan Dreby in the 3, Rich Williams in the 2, Brian Cross, and scratch that. Let me reset this here. Riley Wortman, you're going to be in the 2, Chase in the 1, Wortman in the 2, Brian Cross in the 3, Rich Williams in the 4, Alan Dreby in the 5, Ryan Regal in the 6, Zach McConnell in the 7, Nick Bayette in the 8. And then, Tucker, you will be in the back there. All right, are we good? Are we good? All right. Who we got in that center section? Nobody. We need someone in the center section. Where is our 13-5 drivers right there? Looks like Chris is going to step up. He's taking off his coat. He means business. All right. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Loop. Scratch that. Let's get it on. Hi, Matt. At the sound of the tone. Game on, game on. Good start, gentlemen. Good start. Dreby gets it wrong, puts it upside down. He's going to fall all the way to the back there. Zach McConnell gets a little taste of someone coming in hot. Got the back of him and put him upside down. Wortman puts it upside down. Watch that straightaway. Go low, go low, go low. That was Wortman putting it upside down. Chase not wanting to settle for a 2 in this race. He's checking out early. Looks like we got Rich Williams in that 2 spot. Wortman's going to give Chase, so although Wortman's running a different class, so it'll make no difference. Watch coming on the straight. Watch going on the straight. That was Tucker and Dreby flipping it over down that straightaway. It's clear. There goes Chase down that straightaway. Rich Williams still in that 2 spot. He's trying to hold off Riley for pride. But Riley's in a class all his own. We're running that modified motor. Working their way through that center section by the start-finish line. Rich Williams in that 2. Chase in the 1. Wortman in the 3. Not really, though. Brian Cross is in the 3. Wortman is leading out the modified division. So Brian Cross in that 3. Ryan Regal in the 4. And the all-white car working his way through that center section. Marshals himself out with a little encouragement from Chris. By the start-finish line, he goes. Riley was looking on the inside there, Williams. Can't quite seal the deal, though. Williams running a tight line as they work their way in that rumble strip. That is the closest battle there, even though they're in different classes. Hey, it makes no difference. It's still racing. Brian Cross sends it into the boards. Lands on his feet, though. That allowed Regal to go around, though. So Regal's going to move into that 3 spot. Brian Cross down to the 4. Looks like Rich Williams had a little bit of a bobble. Finally let Wortman get around. So Wortman's going to put in some work here. See what he can do with a little open track. And a nice hefty motor. As he works his way in that chicane onto the straightaway he goes. There goes Chase, our leader by that start-finish line. Through that rumble section he goes. No one close enough to challenge through that chicane. In that TLR 22X, 4X, something like that. With the AKA rubber. Working his way through that center section. Into the bull turn, over the kicker, over the floater by that start-finish line. And there's the lap with your leader, Chase Boyd. Rich Williams still in that 2 spot in the expert division. Brian Cross found his way back into that 3 spot.
2 minutes left.
And there goes Cross and Regal. Cross puts it upside down, lands on his feet, but backwards. That allows Regal to get around him and able to extend the lead a little bit. Regal putting in some work. Van Wagner goes down. Are you okay, buddy? You're safe, by the way. Regal trying to set his sights on Rich Williams. Oh, Rich Williams puts it out of bounds for a two-stroke penalty. That was Regal to go around, so Regal moves into that 2 spot. Rich Williams drops to the 3, and Brian Cross is right there in the hunt in that 4 spot. Rich Williams with a little bit of bobble. Cross able to get around him. And then Regal puts it into the pipes. Marshals himself out. Then Cross puts himself in the pipes. And then Tucker found himself in the mix there. No, that was Boyd. That's Boyd. You guys are battling out for that 2 spot. Let's see what Chase does with that. He's got a hefty lead, so looks like Rich and Cross get into it, and they do the right thing. Well done, well done. That's what I like to see. Again, set up good karma for 2022. 45 seconds left. Here comes your leader by that start-finish line. Regal sitting comfortable in that 2 spot. Rich Williams was in that 3, dropped down to the 4. Brian Cross got around as they worked their way through that chicane. Regal puts it out in the weeds. That allows Brian Cross to move it in that 2. So 2, 3, and 4 off that straightaway through that center section. 22 seconds left. They're going to get around for this one. If they're fast enough, they'll get around for one more. Regal goes huge, moves his way back into that 2 spot. Through the chicane he goes up onto the straightaway with Brian Cross in the hunt. So Regal finding his sea legs after his hiatus, finds himself in the 2 spot, and 4-wheel expert by the start finish line with time expiring. Oh, Brian Cross goes huge and steals that 2 spot away with time expiring. So you're going to be done when you come across that start finish line. Riley Workman's going to take the win in the mod class. Tucker in the 2 in the mod class. All right, that is a race. That is a race. I'll stop. I'll stop. Thanks, y'all, for coming out. We don't need to blow off the track. Again, you don't have to go home, but you can stay here. Thank you all for coming out. Make sure you have a safe drive home and a Happy New Year. We will see you back here next Wednesday for our first club race of the new year.
The race is completed.